So hello and welcome, Libra. Welcome to the next 30 days of your life. So this particular reading is a timeless reading. There are no, if you watch it the day I release it, or if you only find it a month later or a year later, it is still going to be relevant, valid and appropriate. I have set the intention that this reading be for 30 days from the time that you find it, from the time that you watch it. So I have got a couple of decks on the table here in front of me, Libra, and we are going to shuffle, and we're looking to get an understanding of what are you going to be navigating, dealing with and focusing on for the next 30 days. So the next 30 days in your life, what do you need to know? What is relevant? What is significant? What is important? Libra, we are starting with an oracle deck because it sets such a nice foundation, and it just makes sure that we have, the whole picture before we get into detail. So this is interesting. I've already drawn the card and I'm having a look at it here. So this is very interesting. The next 30 days, Libra, you need to be focusing on self-exploration, okay? And it tells you fairy tales and myths. Now it's interesting, like you think to yourself, well, why is self-exploration what's it got to do with fairy tales and myths? Now I can say to you now that self-exploration is saying to you that over the next 30 days, the focus needs to be inward and not outward. Fairy tales and myths are about morals, are about belief systems, cultures, about understanding, the purpose behind actions, activities, situations, and circumstances. And this is Spirit saying to you, Libra, that over the next 30 days, you need to change your focus from being external on the world to being more internal on you. Understanding what are your beliefs? What are the things that make sense to you? What are the stories that you are telling for yourself? What is your life? What is your fairy tale? I mean, let's just put it there. What is your fairy tale? What is your myth? And is it what you want? Because you have control, okay? Maybe you've arrived at where you are right now, and maybe this is why this message is so important for you, okay? So maybe you've arrived at where you are now through a series of circumstances and situations that maybe you didn't have control over, or you felt like you didn't have control over, and you've sort of just like landed where you are. So your fairy tale and your myth, is it what you wanted? Is it what you had hoped for yourself? And sometimes we get so bogged down in the day-to-day activities of life that we forget to look at the bigger picture. And this is Spirit saying to you, Libra, that the thing that is most important for you right now is to stop and play with your friends regardless of what potential dangers may be lurking in the background. It's time for you to explore the depths of your own heart, your own soul, to determine what is your fairy tale, what is your myth, what is the thing that matters most to you. All right, so that is the theme, all right, for the next 30 days. I'm going to leave that card right here in front of me. I'm now going to shuffle a tarot deck, because now that we know the theme, we can start asking specific questions. And of course, tarot is just fabulous for asking specific questions. So Libra, the question I'm asking first is, what is your fairy tale? Okay, so what is the fairy tale of your life right now? What does the fairy tale look like? What is the kind of gist of your fairy tale? We're not asking if it's accurate, if it's right, if it's what it's supposed to be. We're just sort of being quite general, quite vague at this stage. I want to know, I'm just about to finish shuffling here. I want to know, what is this fairy tale of your life at the moment? Okay, so let me just get the cards together. They don't want to go together in the way that I want them to. There we go. Right. Okay. So the first card I have for you is the 8 of Coins. Now, can you see here you stand, right? And you're standing in front of your pot, and we're clearly concocting something, okay? Notice the tail. I want to just pull up this other one. Notice here by my finger, right? Can you see? We've got the tail over there, and we've got the little, my coordination is completely out today. All right, so Libra, we have the 8 of Coins. Now, the 8 of Coins is the card of being so diligently focused on whatever is right in front of you, on the task at hand, so focused on that you're not watching the stuff that's going on around you. Okay, this is the card, like under any other circumstances, I would have interpreted it as telling you that you need to master a skill, perfect a skill, do something over and over and over again until you have mastered it. But considering the theme that we have here, which is self-exploration, And the fact that we have this fox coming through a couple of times, and here you are the fox, and this is the question of what does your fantasy, what is your fairy tale, what does your fairy tale look like? And here it's about you being so focused on doing a good job, on mastering a skill, perfecting what it is that you do. That is your fairy tale, that you've actually forgotten to ask yourself, do I enjoy what I'm doing? So are you? And I mean, this might not be valid or relevant or appropriate to all of you, but ask yourself, if you're currently working, if you're currently employed, ask yourself, am I doing the career of my dreams, or am I doing a career that I naturally fell into through circumstance, through situation, through whatever? And I think that is going to have a very interesting answer for you. Let's take that same question and let's put it into our relationships. So pick one relationship, whether it is with your significant other, or whether it's a relationship with a parent, with a child, with a sibling, with a colleague, with a friend, with a whoever, okay? Pick one and ask yourself, are you in that relationship because you want to be, or because you're obligated to be, forced to be, or because you just feel like you don't have a choice, or it's just like, oh, I haven't got the energy to deal with it? So you've got to ask yourself, the fairy tale of your life, is it one that you are just putting effort and effort and effort into without actually paying attention to yourself? Are you neglecting yourself? And remind you that the next 30 days, we're going to shift this narrative a little bit. We're going to change. I need to try not to glare you. We need to change the narrative over the next 30 days so that it's not you limiting, restricting yourself, and not just doing all the stuff that you have to do, but that you are exploring what life has to offer you and making sure that your fairy tale is actually something that makes you happy and makes you excited. Now, this is interesting. So the next tarot card I draw for you here is the card of the Fool. It is card 0, and card 0 is the Fool. Now, card 0, Libra, says to you, this is the beginning of an amazing experience, an amazing journey. You have no idea what the next 30 days are going to unfold for you. You don't need to know. But what you need to do is you need to just blindly take the steps. Just go down the road, have the exploration, have the experiences, and see where it takes you. The Fool card is saying to you, considering that your past has been about doing all the stuff that you need to, that you're obligated to do, that you've been told to do, and not necessarily the stuff that maybe excites you. Now we have the Fool card, which is telling you the next 30 days are an amazing opportunity for you to try something completely different, to do something completely different, something that's going to give you the opportunity to explore yourself in the ways that you have neglected to do in the past. Oh, I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. The next tarot card we have, oh, this is an interesting one. So Libra, here we have the King of Swords. So he's powerful, all right? Let's just understand that. He is powerful. He knows his worth. He knows what he's capable of, and he's not afraid of anybody. Nobody is going to tell him what to do, when to do it, or how to do. King of Swords, he's very confident, he's very self-assured, and he's very capable. Now, he doesn't get his hands dirty. He's not the person who's doing all the stuff. Oh, Glare. Sorry about that. He's not the person that's doing all the stuff, okay? He's the person who gets the stuff done. And there is a big difference with that. And the message that the King of Swords is having for you here, Libra, is for you to recognize and to understand that you need to be in control of your own life. You are not a passenger in your own life journey. You need to recognize that there is an opportunity for you to explore brand new, to try something completely out of the ordinary, to explore aspects of yourself that you have not explored before, and to understand your fairy tale, to understand your myth, and to understand what your truth is. But in order to do that, you have to be confident. King of Swords also tells you that not everybody's going to be on board. Not everybody's going to be all gung-ho around what you're doing and how you're doing it and what your rationale and your reasoning. And it's not that we want to be defiant. It's not that we want to go against the grain. And it's not that we want to, throw the middle finger at people. Not at all. Quite the opposite, actually. The King of Swords is telling you to get your thoughts straight. Before you allow the mouth to open, before you allow yourself to start explaining the journey that you're on over the next 30 days, before you allow the mouth to start working, we need to make sure that the brain is engaged. Okay. And Libra, that is difficult. Now, I know that you guys are very good at speaking. I know that you are very good at communicating and expressing yourself, because everything must be balanced. We think things through, we understand repercussions, we understand consequences, all of those kind of things. But over the next 30 days, when you are going against the grain of your own existence, when you are going against the grain of your own reality, it is even more important to make sure that you are in the driver's seat, that you know what you're capable of, that you know exactly what it is that you need to be saying, what it is that you need to be expressing, and not just going through the motions of doing the work, regardless of why, how it makes you feel, or what it actually means to you, because you matter. You absolutely matter. All right. Next, oh, this is an interesting one. I'm taking another oracle card. So this one's very, very interesting. Right, somebody's cutting grass outside. I hope the noise isn't going to worry you. So here we have, Libra, the card of letting go. So there is our little earth. There we are. There are all our little people standing on the earth. And we're sort of coming way out of that. Notice how she's holding this almost in her pregnant belly. And it is the card of letting go, emotional release. Letting go of what, you may be asking, and it is letting go of attachment, letting go of the fairy tale that's not yours, letting go of the story of the life that you're living that isn't the story that you wanted for yourself. And remember, I'm going to remind you, Libra, self-exploration for only the next 30 days. This is not a 2-year life plan. It may become that, sure, but we're keeping our goals short. We're keeping our goals to just the next 30 days. I am not, and Spirit are not, encouraging you to make massive big life changes over the next 30 days. We're not encouraging you to change careers. We're not encouraging you to change relationships. We're not encouraging you to walk away from anything. What we're encouraging you to do, and I need to find the card. Nope, 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 nope. What we're encouraging you to do is to give yourself the opportunity to try something new, to step towards something which is maybe strange, peculiar, and unusual for you, as you let go of preconceived notions and preconceived ideas and preconceived strategies of what your life is about. How much of your life is because other people have said so? How much of your life is because situation and circumstance? How many of you are doing a job, a career, because either one of your parents did it, or somebody you knew offered you a job 20 years ago and you're still in that same position? How many of you had dreams and aspirations as a child of becoming a singer and now you're an accountant? Nothing wrong with either, okay? No judgment here. Nothing wrong with either. But it's about understanding and exploring your own fairy tale, exploring your own fairy tale and your own myth. And I do hope that your life is more fairy tale and less myth. Why? Because myth is untrue. Myth doesn't, and myth often has a negative connotation to it, whereas fairy tales, everybody lives happily ever after. And I'm hoping that that's where you're falling, on the happy ever after. But in order to do this, we have to let go. All right, Virgo. Oh, I'm calling you Virgo. Libra, I do apologize. I've just done Virgo. I do hope that you let go and understand that, you know what, letting go isn't throwing it away. It's not putting it in the bottom drawer. It's not throwing it out. What letting go is saying, you know what, I'm allowing myself the opportunity to self-explore, self-exploration, to explore other options, to explore what else is out there. You may, after 30 days, decide, actually, you know what, I'm going to stick with my current. And that's completely okay. But at least you made the decision. At least you are active, proactive in deciding where you need to be or where you want to be. All right. The next card I've drawn for you is the Page of Swords. Now, I love that one, okay, Libra, because the Page of Swords, to me, is the card of lessons and learning. Page of Swords is the it's the student, okay? Being studious, gaining knowledge, gaining insight, gaining information. So that is what you're going to do. You're going to take a very logical and balanced approach because you're Libra and that's who you are, balanced and logical, okay? You're going to take a very balanced and logical approach to your self-exploration. You're going to let go of preconceived notions, let go of preconceived outcomes, and let go of just our pre-existing thought patterns. We are going to learn something new. We're going to give ourselves permission to try something we've never tried before. It could be a whole new culture of eating. So if you've never eaten a particular style of food, maybe that's what you do. Climb out of your comfort zone and try something new. Remember, where's my Fool card? That this next 30 days is an opportunity for you to experience something you've never done before. But in order to do it, you have to trust that everything's going to be okay and you need to step forward. Yes, there are going to be people who are going to be like, you're crazy, you're mad, don't do it. There are going to be people who are going to question your theory, question your rationale, question your mindset. And this is Spirit saying to you, Libra, we're going to learn. You know what? We may fail. We may hate it. We may absolutely detest the experience. But we're going to have fun along the way anyway. And we're going to do our best regardless. Because that is what is most important. All right. I am picking up another tarot deck. Another complete tarot deck. And I want to know... The question I'm asking is, if we do this, all right, Libra, if you do spend the next 30 days breaking your conformities, stepping out of your familiar and your comfort zone, if you spend the next 30 days exploring different versions and aspects of yourself, if you spend the next 30 days trying something new and just questioning your choices and your decisions in life, where will it take you? What awaits you at the end of 30 days? All right. So that is the question I'm asking. I'm trying to shuffle cards. You know me, I'm a terrible shuffler. The cards don't want to go back together. There we go, cutting the deck. So in trying to put the deck down, I actually pushed the stop record button. But I didn't pull a card, all right? So I stopped recording. I have now stuck the two pieces together. You might have seen a bit of a blip. I apologize for that. But you know what? We're just going with it. So the question we're asking, oh, this is too funny. This is too funny. Too funny. So the question we're asking is, if you give yourself permission to self-explore, to figure out, to try something new, to climb out of your comfort zone, to explore something different, unusual, and to just question your own reality, what awaits you at the end of the 30 days? And the card I have drawn for you is the card of Explore. So self-exploration, and here we have explored. Now this is a tarot card. It is card 12. It is green. Green is Pentacles. So we're in the suit of Pentacles, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, he is a very interesting tarot card. He is the only knight that is standing on a horse. He's not standing on a horse. Let me get the right words. He's the only knight who is sitting on a horse and the horse is standing still. Okay, so there is no current action and movement, but it is about exploring. Look at the sunglasses. We can see so much more than where they are. We can see what's ahead. So it's about opening your horizons, seeing the future that lays out in front of you, seeing the options. So it's not about rushing in and being silly and crazy and frantic, but it is just about exploring all of what life has to offer. And that is what's most important for you. So Libra, these next 30 days are going to open doors of opportunity like never before. But you have to be active. You have to allow, and you have to step forward in order for this to happen. If you don't, if you're just a passenger in your own fairy tale, then exploration and opportunities are not going to come your way. They will, but not now. It'll take a lot longer and it'll be a lot more difficult. So also continuing with the same story of, if you over the next 30 days allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to experience, what awaits you at the other side of that? Celebration, dance. When do we dance? We dance to celebrate. We dance to have fun. We dance to get rid of all our stresses and our anxieties. Movement, it's celebration, it's happiness, it's joy, it's abundance. And that's exactly what we've got here, the Four of Wands. So there will be reason to celebrate, okay? There will be reason to celebrate in 30 days' time if you give yourself permission to explore and to let go. To let go of preconceived, expected outcomes. You are not that person. You've become who you are through a series of events and circumstances and situations. But the question that Spirit are asking you to ask yourself right now is this your fairy tale? Or is your fairy tale a myth? I love this. Love this. Love, love, love. All right, Libra, we are going to draw one more oracle to finish it off, to tidy it all up. And Spirit is saying there's no reason to panic. There's no need to panic. There's no reason to panic. We're going to stay calm. We're going to stay calm. We are under the water, which can be quite overwhelming and can create that sense of fear and panic and that sense of drowning. But Spirit is saying you're already panicking now. The 30 days hasn't even happened yet. And the anxiety is building. This is Spirit saying to you, no, no, no. It's going to be calm. It's going to be, you're not making any big changes. What you're doing is you're just stretching the boundaries, just stretching the borders, just pushing the boundaries, I should say, just slightly, just to see what else is out there. And is there something out there that maybe suits you better, feels better, resonates more with yourself, okay? So we're going to do everything in a calm fashion. And once we've recognized a change that needs to be made, we're just going to let things settle. Because Libra, the next 30 days are very, very important for you. There is an opportunity for your fairy tale to come true and not for it to be a myth, because a myth is something that's not real. Your fairy tale needs to become real. It needs to be what it is, but it can't if you don't allow it to happen. So what was that first card I drew for you? So remember I said to you, the Eight of Coins is about methodical, hard work, putting in the efforts, doing all the things, making sure that you are following the rules and learning and growing and achieving as you go. Nothing wrong with that under normal circumstances, but you've been doing something because it's expected of you. You've been living your life in a way because society, cultural, family, career, pressure. And Spirit is saying to you, it's time for you to explore something that you have never explored before. Give yourself permission to step outside of your comfort zone, and you may find it very comfy. All right, I am going to leave it there, Libra, sending you so much love and blessings for the next 30 days. I look forward to seeing what it is that you do, what it is that you achieve, what it is that you understand about yourself. It's not about anybody else. It's about you, Libra. Only you, the next 30 days. Sending you so much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.